chilly until I saw her reality show. Didn't like her, don't like her anymore as a person. You know, her music and all that is great and all that, but my perception of her as a person, not somebody I like.
I feel you.
You know, Jada, the opposite.
Yeah.
I didn't dislike her before. Didn't really, have much strong of opinion of her one way or another. Thought she was, talent or whatever. But after watching several episodes of this, I really like her.
Well, her public persona, I feel, in the past has been kind of like, I'm rich, I'm powerful, I'm in charge, and she seems removed. She seems more authentic and more relatable now.
Yeah.
She comes off as a mother instead of just a star.
A mother, a wife, a
daughter, yeah.
All of that. They talk about, the one, if I had a criticism of it, and that's just me, but I know it's geared toward today's people and today's audience, and everybody is with this short, some things, some topics just are not for short, in my opinion. Some things you just can't cover, and there's some stuff they don't really get into because everything is so brief.
You don't think we're gonna solve racism in an hour and a half on the Shiznit?
I don't think we will, but we'll come closer than those people with the 40-minute shows. I'll tell you that.
All right.
I think that. So that's my one thing, because then there's sometimes they say some things that aren't clear to me, and it's just, I think it's not really expounded upon just because they don't have the time and they want to keep it moving and they want to keep it brief and they want to keep these little, that's the style or whatever. And so that would be my one complaint there. Sometimes they need to kind of get into something a little bit more, because it just always, a lot of times when they get these deeper topics, it just feels like they barely just scratch the surface of it and it's over. And it's like, well, that was good, but we really didn't, get to it. So, but yeah, that would be my one thing. But that's me. I know in this day and age, everybody, they complain about this show and they complain about anything that. But you know what? I don't care. I'm not. I stressed over like, oh, can we get the show down to an hour, or can we have like more episodes? And you know what? This 1 hour, this one time, 90 minutes a week or whatever, it works for us and for what we're trying to do. And if you can't listen to the whole show, or you don't have attention span to listen to the whole show and you want to move on. It's, if you don't want to listen to the show at all because it's 90 minutes, okay, whatever.
The best moments are the last 30 minutes, by the way, because I'm high as fuck.
Oh, all right. Wow. Speaking of that, we are running a little bit long here, so let's get on to our question of the week. And yeah, here we go. Okay. This week's question of the week is, gosh, still working on getting this whole thing together. If you had to be stuck in a TV show for a month, what show would you pick, and what character would you be? Now, some people like Lisa Bryan picked Oprah. Come on now. Oprah is not a fucking character, and that's not the kind of show we're talking about, and you know it. So if you want to be brand new or whatever and act all silly and get those kind of answers, we're going to ignore them. But anyway, thank you guys for all of you guys who responded, and here we go. Richard Dillard said Family Guy, Peter Griffin.
Oh my gosh.
Laura Allen Fabian said fiction or not. Oh, she asked So then she said a cooking show, whatever. That doesn't fit. Okay.
Did I see Reba McEntire? Yeah.
Kat McCormick says Reba, and I'd play Reba on the Reba show. Okay. Bobby Holiday said Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie.
Did they say what character?
She'd be the lead character.
Okay, just because you want magic.
Yeah, seems like it. Julia Marie Anderson says Cosby's. She'd be Claire.
Okay.
Doug Ramsey said 2.5 Men. He'd be Charlie.
Probably have a STD. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Well, probably. Cause,
I can't talk because the person I picked is slutty too.
Oh, okay. Tina Greenwood says The Big Bang Theory. It's my favorite show. I'd probably like to be Sheldon. He's such a dork, but super smart, and they all cater to him. He's an adult man-child who gets to play computer video games and read comics all the time. All right. Tina.
And Laurie Metcalf would be your mama.
And, yeah, really. And Chad Samuel Jr. says Billions. Axe, of course.
I don't know that.
I know that show. I'm not familiar with the characters because I've only watched like a few episodes. Tanya McLean Pruitt says Criminal Minds Garcia. And I love Garcia. Marvin Fair Sr. says Empire Lucius Lyons.
Oh, wow.
Nice choice.
Power.
That's a good choice for him. Got Marvin is somebody I know from real life. He's like my little brother. Jonathan Pro says Adam's Family, Uncle Fester. That's a good match for you, Jonathan, because you're a little bit odd, bro. No offense, but you're a little odd. So
He know his lane.
I can see. Yeah, he does. Clearly, I don't think that was an accident. Chrissy Chris says Good Times. She'd be Michael Evans.
Okay, that's a good one.
AKA the Militant Midget.
Yeah.
Interesting that she would choose Michael over Thelma. And Felice Horn-Burrell said Cosby Show, Denise. Okay. And then we have...
Because nobody wants to be Vanessa.
Right? Let's see, what else we have? We have Ruben Marshall III said BJ and the Bear, reason is truck driving and the adventure. And I believe Ruben in real life is also a truck driver. So
Does he want to be the bear?
No, he wants to be... he wants to be BJ.
Okay.
I guess he wants... He didn't say. I'm guessing he doesn't want to be the Bear. Okay, Ms. Gwen Turner said that she'd be on another reality person, fixer-upper, Joanna Gaines. She creates beautiful houses. Trina L. Miller said Married with Children as one of the no mammers, just for the fuckery of it all. Al Bundy is my boy for life. The no mammers were this group that Al was the president of. I think he founded the group, and it was like a anti-feminist, anti-woman group, and that's what he named it. He had no ma'am. He had ma'am in a circle with a line through it on a T-shirt. That's what she's referring to. Rosalind Jackson, Scandal. I'd be Daddy Pope so I can protect the Republic. I wish we had a real life Daddy Pope right about now. What'd you say?
So she want to be a boss too.
Yeah, she want to be a boss too. Exactly. Shout out to Rosalind Jackson too in her new podcast that just dropped, Wordy Girl Entertainment.
Yes. Oh, congratulations!
We're talking about television and also interviewing people behind the scenes and insiders, writers, and producers and people of that nature. She is in the business, so she has access to those people. So shout out to her. I listened to some of her podcasts, and I have to say she's off to a great start. I know her show sounded a lot better than mine did when I first started. That's for sure. The quality, sound quality is excellent. So
I'll check it out because I like her.
Yeah. All right. CeCe Pettison said Scandal. I'd be Olivia. She smashed all the hottest dudes on the show, sometimes 2 in one episode, and that wardrobe.
And the wine.
Okay. Momo said the Magicians, the show I was just talking about. I'd probably be Penny. To me, he has the most useful magic, minus the dumb contract with the library in the underworld. Okay, you'd have to watch the show to know what he's talking about. Deuce Lil John, that's my nephew. Shout out. He said, Flash as Flash. I can have fun with no real consequences. I hear you.
You got to worry the world on your shoulder.
Only for a week.
A month.
Okay, a month. Aaron Johnson says Scrubs. Brown Bear, of course. Turk for all you losers. I don't know what any of that means except for Scrubs. Other than that, I'm lost.
Okay.
But anyway, thank you guys for all of the big responses, all the feedback. Now, for us here in the studio, let's go with you, Dejan or Dijon.
I had 2 choices because I had one as a backup just in case somebody took mine, but nobody did. So I'm gonna tell y'all both of mine. My first one would be Lucy. I would be Lucy from I Love Lucy.
Wow, that's a wow. I never would have thought that. I
and
like
then
that choice.
My second one, I would be on the show Say Yes to the Dress. It's a show that comes on TLC about people who come to a dress shop for their wedding, and they come with all their family and friends, and they try on dresses, and they have to all agree on one
show.
But they will all have to agree on one dress. I would be the person that comes there to try on dresses every day for a month.
Okay, Pip, who would you pick?
All right. It's so funny you said Lucy because I definitely thought about Lucy for a while because I thought, it'd be nice to have a husband and not have to go to work.
Right.
and he's Cuban. I like that.
He's in a band.
But then I settled, like, really, if I'm going to spend a month doing something, like, it's got to be a comedy like Lucy. And I thought at first, Golden Girls, of course. I'm going to Golden Girls, but Miami's too hot. It's the humidity. So
This dude.
I chose Sex in the City, and I'd be Samantha.
Oh, that's good.
Because I get all the dick.
Yeah.
And I have a nice apartment
Yeah,
in New York
that's a good one.
for a month. Yeah, I could do that.
Shopping. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wow. This one was kind of hard for me. Because I like TV so much, and there's so many characters. I think that I might go with Power, and I think I would be Omari Hutchins' character. I can't think of his name right now. Ghost. I would be Ghost in Power.
I also
be a kingpin. In real life, I'm such a straight-laced dude. I'm just this family man and got this regular job and all that. So yeah, I'd be a drug kingpin for a month.
See, I was thinking, like, what would be a life that I would really find appealing? And yeah, the slutty rich lady is good.
Yeah.
I also thought about Darius from Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Paperboy sidekick.
Yeah.
All he do is stay high and just hang out with Paperboy.
And he just say off the wall shit. He just say whatever comes to him. He cooks all the time.
He don't work either.
Making weird shit.
I think you want an opposite life. I want an opposite life too. I want to be a character that don't work.
I like Lucy because she gets all the white privilege. She gets into all the trouble, but nobody ever says anything because her husband's famous.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, Lucy, what did you do? Ricky, I don't know.
Okay, now it's time for our mail and feedback.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, Mr. Postman. Mr. Postman.
Okay, our first feedback comes in the form of iTunes comment. Dejan, can you read? Or Pip?
Yeah.
One of you guys who wants to read?
All right. This comment, first of all, they gave us 5 stars. So thank you, Cat M219. It says, okay, and I will try to review this again and hope it works. I started listening due to recommendation from another podcast, and I'm not disappointed. Dino, DeJong, and Pip play off each other perfectly, but each one has things that they bring about that would be missed without them. They have me laughing through the whole podcast, but can still discuss serious issues as well. Click subscribe. You won't regret it.
All right.
Thank
you
you.
so much,
Thanks,
Kat.
Kat.
Yes,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Okay, and then our last bit of feedback comes in the form of voicemail. Our very own BTG. There you go.
Man, you gotta let me tell them, Dino. You gotta let me tell them. So, we went to the happy hour special on Friday at El Torito. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Look, when I first walked in there, I didn't see Dino. So I don't see Dino. I got right out of there because I'm like, it's a setup. They're gonna try to get me. So I got there a little bit before Dino left. Went to go get some gas. Just to let you know, this is a key thing to know in this feedback story. The first 2 hours is free with validation, right? You go get your ticket validated, you good for 2 hours. So I left and I waited until Dino got there. So, but Dino did text me. He said he's running a little late, and he said there's people there already. Go mingle with them. And I'm like, mingle? I don't know who they are. I don't know who to look for. To assume that I'm just looking for black people, that's racist. So I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna wait. So when he said I'm already there, he sent me that I'm already there text. I pull up, put my timer on because I'm not paying another $2 extra. You know what I'm saying? After the 2 hours. Plus, I had to go to work that night. Man, I get up in there. I see Dino Red. First of all, this is my first time meeting Dino. But it felt like, man, I ain't seen him in a long time. And he introduced me to his lovely wife. I know I've seen the wife before on Facebook. I've seen, the precious daughter on Facebook. So it was like, dang, I ain't seen y'all in a long time. Then I met some of his friends, his colleagues and stuff like that. Speaking of colleagues, let me tell you, for an hour and 50 minutes exactly, I talked to one of his friends from college, this brother named Roland. I ain't gonna give out his last name because the feds might be looking for him, but Roland, Roland, if you listening to this show, because I put him up on the shows. I put him up on all 3 shows, on Dino's show, my show, my sports show, and we talk for an hour and 50 minutes straight. I'm talking about everything under the sun like I haven't